I've seen a lot of different videos on TikTok lately about this, so I wanted to do my own video about it. And that is what it's like dating women in their 40s. Now, I don't know about you, but I am a lot different now than I was in my 20s and my 30s. And everyone comes with baggage, every single person. So if you think one person has more over another, you might be right, but I don't think it has anything to do with the age necessarily. It has to do with how they've coped and dealt with that stuff and how they've grown. So women in their 40s tend to be more mature, a lot wiser. They don't give a shit as much as they used to, and that can be liberating in itself. They like to have fun. They just want to go with the flow. They're not really worried about what's going to happen next. So if you are not sure if you want to go down that road, that's up to you, but give it a consideration because we're a lot of fun.
You're not the kind of person who settles. Keep not settling.
Don't confuse my attitude with my personality, honey. My personality is who I am. My attitude depends on who you are.
And you know things are getting bad when 40-plus-year-old women need to do a PSA, a sales video for why you should date them. And even then, they don't do a very good job of selling you on why you should date them, go out with them, give them any of your time, pass up those younger, more attractive, more youthful, more fertile women for them, right? Even with this lady's rant, the first woman we featured tonight, she was talking about how no matter what age, everybody comes with emotional baggage. That is not true. Right? That is just factually and observationally not true. Because the younger you are, I mean, this is common sense. The younger you are, the less baggage you are going to have, right? Even if you've had some childhood trauma, it's not going to be as bad as when you hit your 40s, right? Because you're going to rack up even more and more emotional baggage, more and more emotional trauma, and some poor sucker is going to have to deal with that. You know, it's obviously not going to be any of you guys who follow my channel. Definitely it's not going to be me. However, she is literally sitting there saying that, you know, you got to give 45-year-old plus women a try because, you know, we're at an age where we just don't care. We go with the flow. Also factually untrue. If you've ever dated a woman in her 40s, much less her 30s, they are pretty much set in their ways, aren't they? They do not go with the flow. They will challenge you on literally every decision you want to make, even if it's just going to a restaurant. She's like, oh, I don't want to go there. I want to go here, right? Everything is a conflict. I mean, don't even get me started on politics, right? Because most of these chicks in their 40s have become feministas, right? They become part of the woke mafia. And they even put it in their profiles, right? They put it in their little dating profiles like, hey, mister, if you are MAGA, don't even swipe right. Don't you dare. Right? They'll let you know that. Which tells you what? It tells you she's going to be a handful if you start dating this girl. Right? If you start acting anything like a man. If you ever have any type of disagreement with her where she's blatantly wrong and you try to correct her, ooh, you're mansplaining, aren't you? Ooh, I knew it. You're MAGA. You're mansplaining. You're trying to tell me I'm wrong, even though I am wrong. You should just emotionally relate to me. Otherwise, you're MAGA. You know, that is what you're going to have to deal with, right? I get a lot of guys coming to me, a lot of guys who just found my channel, especially, a lot of newbie students who made the mistake in the past of dating these type of women, right? They didn't know any better. They didn't realize that they didn't have to settle for women their own age. And then they found my channel and they're like, oh my gosh, it was like an awakening for them, right? It was just full-on enlightenment. Like the light bulb finally came on in their brains and they're like, oh man, I don't have to settle for these harpies my own age that I went to high school with or college with, that ignored me back in the day when they were hot and young and fertile and didn't pay me any attention. And now that they're out there 4 decades later, can't find a man, can't hang on to a man, got 2 babies from 2 different daddies. Oh, now I'm looking like the prize all of a sudden, right? Now I'm looking like the hot guy suddenly when I was nothing but a beta male to you, 2 decades ago. Don't fall for it, first of all. And second of all, don't believe a word this older woman is yapping about, because the older these chicks get, the more baggage they have. And you know who's gonna have to deal with that baggage if you start getting involved with them? You, mister. You will be dealing with that baggage. All of those chads that flaked on them, that ghosted them, all of those Pookies and Tyrones that used them as a sperm bucket and just a repository for their yak. And now she's bitter about that because she voluntarily chose to date those guys and she ignored betas like yourself back in the day. You're going to have to deal with that nonsense. Why? Right? Why when you don't have to? Why? Why rescue these women when they definitely weren't around to rescue you back in your 20s? They definitely weren't doing that for you. So why would you come back and bypass your own sexual marketplace value to appease hers, right? That's not your job, guys. That is not your job. And you know what? Let them be where they are. Right? So, I don't know why this thing just shut down. Regardless, it's never ceases to amaze me that these 45-year-old women are still out there. And at least she's trying, in a very, very unsatisfactory way. She's trying to sell herself to men out there. She's trying to get some dates, right? She's trying to let you know, like, hey, give us a try, give us a shot. You don't always have to go for those 22-year-old hotties, do you? Give us a look every once in a while. She would have done a better sales job if she was like, hey, you know what? Yes, I'm in my 40s, and yes, women in their 40s tend to be very loud and very obnoxious at times, very arrogant, don't know how to treat a man. That's why they're still single. I've made that mistake before in my past. However, I don't want to do that anymore. I just want a good man that I can take care of, that I can be his woman, that I can support. We can be a team together. We can conquer the world together, and we can live our lives together. And I will try to be the best girlfriend and the best wife that I can possibly be. And if I ever do anything wrong, if I ever say anything wrong, please let me know. I would like to have an open dialogue, and vice versa, right? That's fair, vice versa. That is a better sales job, rather than coming on and going, everyone has emotional baggage, no matter what age. And you know what? Women in their 40s, they just like to go with the flow. We just want to do our own thing. No, she could have done a much better job with that. But kudos for her for trying. Right, but too many of these women in their 40s, like I said, they want that title of girlfriend. They want that title of, wife. But they don't want to act that way, do they? They want to come at you, constantly harangue you about something you did or something you did, yesterday or 6 months ago or 6 years ago, bring things up, pick fights with you, bully you, harass you, make sure you're not happy in the relationship. Anytime you have the, even a glimpse of happiness going on in your life, she wants to make sure to come along and rain on your parade. That is most women in their 40s, unfortunately. If you want to talk about girls who go with the flow, those are usually the younger girls, right? The younger girls who won't fight you on this stuff, who will realize that, hey, you're the man here. You're older than me. I need to respect you. Those are generally the women that will submit to you. Not these older women who've been out there for 4 decades now, just riding the CC and getting used and abused by every hot chad that has taken advantage of her. And now she has all this mental damage that you're going to have to kind of sort out for her. No, that's not your job. Don't even bother, guys. Okay? Don't even bother. You see most of these 40-plus-year-old women on their social media posts. They're constantly chest pounding. They're constantly talking as if there's like a halo on their heads, as if, they're just perfect and they can do no wrong. And in the meantime, it's like, you're the enemy. You're a man. You're the enemy. You know, which is what I don't understand about a lot of these 40-plus-year-old women. It's like they've bought into all these feminist ideologies, talk about men are the enemy, and I hate men, there's a pay gap, men are responsible for all the wars, men do all the raping and all this other stuff. It's like, then why do you even want to date men? Get off of these dating apps. Obviously, you don't like men. Don't date men then, right? You don't have to. Nobody's holding a gun to your head. Just don't date men. Don't even bother. Right? And as I've always said, it's no accident that these chicks are still single 4 decades into their lives, guys. Okay? 4 decades into their lives, and nobody has chosen them to go the distance. And I've always told you, the hotter she is, the bigger the red flag that is, right? Because you know, these hot chicks, back in the day, they had their choice in men. It's like, seriously, honey, you couldn't have picked one of these guys? Really? Not even one? Why are you still out here by yourself, alone, solo, flying solo, going to dinner by yourself? Table for one. Kevin Samuels. Table for one. That's going to be your life. Oh, hi. Miss Carter, you're here. Table for one? Again? Okay. You know, I mean, does that sound like a pleasant future to you? No, of course not. Of course not. That's why you got to cash it in when you're young. You got to cash it in when you're at the height of your power, not when your power has disintegrated to almost nothing. And then it's still expecting to get those chads like a lot of these women do. Unbelievable, right? It's like they have nothing to offer, nothing to transact of any value, not even any submissiveness or any femininity, nothing but a loud mouth and lots of bravado and lots of egocentrism. I mean, that's all they bring to the table. What guy would want that? And then they have the nerve to tell you, if you don't want that, if you won't accept me like that, then you must be intimidated by me. That's why. Oh, you're intimidated by me. You can't even make this stuff up. As always, drop your comments below, gentlemen, in the comments. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video, anything you'd like to add, anything you would like to share. Please share them in the comments below. I always love to see you guys in my comments. I always love to read them. So please feel free to drop your comments below, and I'll see you there. So, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Do it for the DeLorean. Smash that like button below for the DeLorean. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you subscribe, so please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay? Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm because they're definitely not helping me anymore. I need your help. So subscribe to my channel. Share my videos with your buddies. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, stainless steel pill content, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 months to mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all over the world are out there approaching and closing every single day, every single week, no matter what type of racial divisions going on in the world, no matter what type of virus is going on in the world, we are out there making things happen 24/7, just living our lives and having fun and taking no prisoners. And I want you to be a part of that. Okay? Life is short. I want you to be part of it. I want you to learn how to do it. And right now, the first month is only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons in 7 months to mastery, which is a very, very, very valuable program. I highly recommend you join. It's only $1 for the entire first month of content, so take advantage of it. And it only takes 2 seconds to sign up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.